And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Roberto Hernandez Stadium after a long break. It is the season opener for the 2019 baseball season. I'm Marcus Johnson, thanking you as always for joining us as the Pacers take on the traditional opponent, Lincoln Memorial, the Rail Splitters, in this first game of a three-game set. Pacers have Mitch Spence getting the first start of the year. A relief pitcher in his freshman year. Last year he entered the starting position and surprised a lot of people by becoming one of the most solid starting pitchers of the rotation, and he gets the day one start as a show of confidence. The rest of the Pacer defense is as followed. The catcher for Mitch Spence is the newcomer Luke Liesenring. Over at first base, Connor Durden has taken over. At second base, we have Philip Watcher. The shortstop, Chandler Rogers. Over at third, Trey Paluski manning the hot corner. And the outfield consists of the following: Sean McQuillan in right field. Joey Smithers takes over at center. And last but not least, Alex Mills fills out the defense in left field. Pacers had an excellent season last year, making it all the way to the conference tournament championship game before falling just shy of a tournament berth. And they'll look to rectify that this season. And we're about ready to get things underway here. We'll go ahead and read off the batting order for Lincoln Memorial before they come up to bat. The first hitter, the center fielder, Seth Hunt, followed by Will Reddick, the left fielder, who is on deck. And Tyler Adams, the third baseman, is in the hole. Those will be your first three batters, and we'll get to the rest of the lineup as they come. So now Seth Hunt coming to bat. Leading off for the Rail Splitters, number 20, Seth Hunt. Spence is ready. Hunt is ready. Here comes the first pitch of the year. And it's a swing and a miss strike to get things started. The 0-1 on its way. And that will be a ground ball to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out of the inning. And that will bring Will Reddick to the plate. One out and nobody on here in the top of the first. And Spence deals. Just misses low and away for ball one. And the 1-0. Another ground ball to short. Rogers backhands it, fires it to first, and gets it there with plenty of time for the second out. Now batting, the third baseman, number 11, Tyler Adams. So now Tyler Adams coming to the plate after back-to-back ground balls to short. And we will see what the Rail Splitter third baseman can do. First pitch to Adams gets inside for a strike, 0-1. And a hopper to short. Rogers has it and throws it to first for the third out. 1-2-3 inning, all to short, and all of them were clean for the Pacers as we move on to the bottom of the first. No score. center fielder, number 9, Joey Smithers. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the first inning, and Joey Smithers will lead it off for the Pacers as he faces off against Ethan Elliott of the Rail Splitters here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Smithers last year had a dominant start to the season, batting well over 500 in the first few games. It was just a hitting monster. We'll see if he can replicate that here as he sends one out into center field and deep near the warning track, near the wall, and it is off the light post and gone! Joey Smithers hits a solo shot to get the season started, and the Pacers are up 1-0. Well, it's safe to say Smithers' senior season is off to a great start as the Pacers lead 1-0. Now batting, number 1, Philip Watcher. And now Philip Watcher is at the plate, shows bunt on the first pitch and ends up sending it foul for strike 1. The 0-1 is fouled straight back, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is sent foul and out of play again. Watcher spoiling the pitch. High and inside, Watcher lays off. They'll send the appeal down to the third base ump. He says he did not go, and moves the count to 1-2. Outside corner, call strike 3. Watcher down looking. Now batting, the left fielder, number 32, Alex Mills. So now Alex Mills will come up to the plate after Watcher went down looking for the first out. First pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 missing high and outside, 2-0. Foul tipped into the glove of Ditas for strike 2-1. Lower inside corner is a call strike, and that'll even the count up at 2-2. Slow hopper along the first base side, stays fair, picked up and thrown to first. That'll get there in time for the second out. Now batting, the first baseman, number 30, Connor Durden. So Connor Durden steps up to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch on the inside corner for a call strike. Durden made the all-conference preseason vote as the utility player for the Peach Belt Conference. So congratulations to him on that preseason accolade as he swings and misses on a nasty off-speed pitch for strike 2. And another pitch gets him swinging. Same exact pitch, just a little bit lower, and Durden down on strikes for the third and final out. But Joey Smithers, in the first game of his senior year, hits a solo shot to left center field to get the Pacers on the board, 1-0, going into the top of the second. And welcome back. Top of the second inning, getting underway. Chris Salvi will lead it off for the Rail Splitters. He's over at first base today for Lincoln Memorial as they trail the Pacers 1-0. Mitch Spence deals. Ball hops in front of the plate for ball one. The 1-0 is high and inside, 2-0. That one missing outside and low. Didn't even make it to the plate. 3 balls, no strikes to the Rail Splitter first baseman. Fastball right down the middle, call strike, 3-1. That's usually how it goes on a 3-0. 99 times out of 100, it's a fastball right down the pipe. That's going to be a ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Now Salvi gets the Rail Splitters going here in the top of the second inning with that single. That'll bring up the DH Nate Stinson after the leadoff single by Salvi. Good curveball there from Spence. Falls into the zone for strike one. Moves it a little bit faster. Ball in the dirt, but a swing and a miss nonetheless. 0-2. Another curveball. And a late swing from Stinson sends it into the Rail Splitter bench for no strike since it was an 0-2 count anyway. And again, the 0-2 grounded through the left side past a diving Paluski and into the corner. That one might be extra bases. Ooh, they might have him in a rundown. Nope, never mind. Ball came in a little bit slower. Originally thought it'd be extra bases, and it was. A double for Stinson. Runners on second and third with nobody out. Now batting, the right fielder, number 14, Brent Ritchie. Well, the right fielder, Brent Ritchie, will come up to bat with runners on second and third and nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Fastball misses high, ball one. Misses outside with another fastball, 2-0. Grounded. Into short. Nice diving stop. The throw to third is not in time. Good job there from Chandler Rogers to keep that ball from going into the outfield. A run scores, and the Rail Splitters have tied it 1-1. So now Dalton Detus will come to the plate. Runners on the corners for Lincoln Memorial, as we are tied at 1 apiece here in top of the second. Check throw over to first will not be in time. And again, have to give credit to Chandler Rogers defensively on that play. Had he let that ball go by, it most certainly would have been 2 runs. However, Spence still not out of trouble as he has runners on the corners with nobody out and a 1-0 count to the Rail Splitter catcher. Another check throw to first, just keeping him honest. Curveball finds the zone, 1-1. And again, throwing it over to first. Still not in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first and third for Lincoln Memorial. And that one will be fouled off into the netting for strike 2. The 1-2. Misses low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 from Spence. Swing and a miss. A strikeout of Ditas is the first out of the inning. And that will bring up the second baseman, Joe Stuckey. So runners still on first and third, but the conventional double play is in effect. And we'll see if Spence can get that to get out of this jam with minimal damage, but a check throw to first before we see any delivery to Stuckey. Now Spence deals to the plate, and he goes with a curveball, and that one will just miss for ball one. The 1-0 is high and inside, 2-0. Check swing, but he couldn't hold it back. No need for the appeal, as it'll be called a strike. Count 2-1. Grounded right back to Spence. He picks it up, and he'll throw it to first for the easy out. Runner advances to second, but the runner at third holds, and it's 2 outs here in the top of the second. The shortstop, number 2, Marco Rios. Marco Rios will come up to the plate with runners on second and third and 2 down. Missing just high with the, it's like a slurve. Not quite a curveball, not quite a slider. Either way, it's 1-0. Goes with a low fastball, missing again, 2-0. And the 2-0 from Spence. Just catches the upper part of the zone with that fastball, 2-1. Misses high, 3 balls, 1 strike to the shortstop Rios. And another one misses high. Ball 4. Marco Rios with the free pass to load the bases, and that brings up the top of the order. Now batting, the center fielder, number 20, Seth Hunt. So the leadoff man, Seth Hunt, will come to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. He grounded out to short his first time up in the first inning. Fastball fouled off for strike one. The 0-1 is a chopper to short. Rogers has it. Long throw to first is in time for the third and final out. Spence works out of the jam with minimal damage as we move on to the bottom of the second inning, tied up 1 run apiece. For the Pacers, the designated hitter, number 20, Blake Bottomley. And welcome back, folks. Bottom of the second inning. About to get underway. Pacers and Rail Splitters are tied at 1, and the designated hitter, Blake Bottomley, digs in. First pitch, upper inside corner for a strike. One misses inside, even the count at 1-1. And Elliott looking for the outside corner, not going to get it as his curveball just missed. And the count moves to 2-1. Swing and a miss, got him to chase an outside fastball, 2-2. That'll be hit the opposite way for a base hit. Bottomley gets aboard with the leadoff single. The catcher, number 16, Luke Liesenring. So Luke Liesenring comes up to bat now after the leadoff single from Blake Bottomley. First pitch, high and outside for a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That one is grounded to second, flipped to short for 1. The throw to first is in time for the double play to erase the leadoff single. Now batting the shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers. Oh, the bases are clear now for Chandler Rogers after the 4-6-3 double play. And the first pitch to Rogers is in there for a strike. Fouls that one off quickly, 0-2. The 0-2 is fought off foul. Count stays right where it is. And again, the 0-2. High and outside, 1-2. Popped up behind the plate, and that one's going to end up out of play. And again, the 1-2 pitch. One hop at a third. Nice snag over there from Adams. The throw to first is in time for the third and final out. A 1-2-3 inning. As we move on to the top of the third, score still tied at 1. That happened about 20-some years ago at my hometown hockey arena. Leading off the top of the third for the Rail Splitters, the left fielder, number 7, Will Reddick. And welcome back to USC Aiken Baseball, presented by Aiken Flooring. You can stand on us. And Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, all proud sponsors of USC Aiken Athletics and USC Aiken Baseball. We're tied at 1 as Will Reddick digs in to face off against Mitch Spence here in the top of the third, and that first pitch curveball narrowly misses Reddick's head for ball 1. And once again, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us on this Friday afternoon/evening. We're in that gray area. The 1-0. Misses low, 2-0. Pitch on its way, and that one misses high and inside for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Just gets the outside corner, the lower outside corner for a strike, 3-1. There's one pitch on its way. Check swing fouled off and out of play, and we have a full count. Three-two from Spence is fouled off, so we'll do it over. And again, the 3-2 low and outside. Reddick lays off of it and gets the free pass to start off the top of the third. So a runner on first with nobody out for the third baseman, Tyler Adams. Check throw to first, not in time as Reddick dives back safely. There is a ground ball past a diving Rogers and into left field for a base hit. That puts runners on first and second with nobody out here in the third. So Chris Salvi comes up to the plate. 1 for 1 today, singled and scored the Rail Splitters' first run of the game. And now he has an opportunity to add to the lead with runners on first and second and nobody out. And Spence will step off the rubber to send the runners back. First pitch is a fastball down the middle for strike one. The 0-1. Fouled off in the air and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Salvi. The 0-2 sent up the middle. Rogers has it. Flips it to second, and that's all they're going to have, as it looked like he had a double clutch. But they get one out and keep the double play in order, and that's the important thing. Runners on the corners as Nate Stinson comes to the plate. Last time up, Stinson doubled and drove in a run. And the pitch right on the outside corner for strike one. And that's going to be a base hit up the middle. Run will score. It's another RBI for Stinson, and the Rail Splitters take a 2-1 lead. Well, another RBI for Stinson, his second of the day, and that brings up the right fielder, Brent Ritchie. And he goes after the first pitch and sends it out into left field for a base hit. Each runner will advance one bag, and the bases are loaded with only one out for the Rail Splitters. Brings up the catcher, Dalton Detus. Again, bases loaded and only one out. Detus struck out his first time up. And now he's trying to do something with the bases loaded. Fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Check swing. Pitch was in the zone anyway, 0-2. Oh-2 on its way. Check swing. They will not appeal to say he held off, 1-2. Grounded, foul down the first base side. Spoils the pitch and keeps the count at 1-2. Right down the middle, call strike three. Detus goes down looking for the second out. The bases remain loaded as the second baseman, Joe Stuckey, comes up to bat. 0 for 1 today, grounded out to the pitcher. His first time up. Goes after the first pitch, tried to hold up but could not. Strike one. Same exact pitch, just a little bit different spot. And the curveball gets him down 0-2. Oh-2 on its way. High and inside for a ball, 1-2. Bases do have some action in the bullpen. Can't quite see who it is just yet. Try to get you updated on that as soon as possible. Swing and a miss. Spence gets the strikeout to end the inning and leave the bases loaded. One run scores, however, as we move on to the bottom of the third, with the Rail Splitters leading the Pacers 2-1. And welcome back, folks. Bottom of the third inning getting underway. Pacers trailing the Rail Splitters 2-1 as the third baseman Trey Paluski digs in for his first at-bat. Pitch is in there for a strike from Elliott. Inside corner for a call strike, 0-2. Just misses outside, trying to get him to chase. Paluski lays off. Count moves to 1-2. Inside, almost hit him. Paluski gets out of the way, 2-2. Outside again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Paluski down 0-2, works the count full. We'll see what he can do with the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Paluski down on strikes for the first out. The right fielder, number 8, Sean McQuillan. So Sean McQuillan will come up to the plate after the strikeout to start the inning. First pitch from Elliott is in there for a strike. Lower outside corner, call strike, 0-2. Slowly grounded foul. Count stays at 0-2. Low and away for a ball, 1-2. Fouled straight back, we'll do it over. And again, the 1-2 is ripped out into right field, but it will be caught by Richie, who was right in its path for the second out. Now we'll come back to the top of the order with Joey Smithers. Smithers homered his first time up, and he takes the first pitch for strike 1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Good cut there from Smithers, just missed where the ball was going to end up. And I'll let that one go by for a ball, 1-2. Ooh, low and away, dangerous pitch to lay off of, but Smithers gets the benefit of the call, 2-2. Low and away, full count. Inside corner call, strike 3. Smithers tried to sell it, but didn't get the call, and that will do it for the bottom of the third. Another 1-2-3 inning. Top of the fourth coming up. Pacers still down 2-1. And top of the fourth inning getting underway. Marco Rios leads it off. Walked his first time up, but didn't get any farther than first base. And now he will face off against Mitch Spence and lets the first pitch go by for ball 1. Luano popped up. Right side, foul territory near the rail splitter dugout, and that one will end up out of play in the picnic area. Count even at 1-1 now on Rios. Fastball in the dirt. 2-1.
There's also not 2 outs in the inning.
Little looper into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Rios aboard with the leadoff single, and he's going to advance to second as the ball is bobbled by McQuillan. And he gets a free base on the E9. So a single and an error is the official scoring on that one. So Seth Hunt will come aboard now, come up to the plate. Hunt is 0 for 2 today. He's grounded out to short in each of his first 2 at-bats. Runner on second and nobody out, though. And the curveball misses high for ball 1. Another curveball, missing again high, 2-0. Grounded to third, Paluski has it, checks the runner at second, fires to first, and gets it there in time for the first out. So Will Reddick comes to the plate now. Runner still on second with one out now. Reddick is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch in there for a call strike. 0-1. Sent on out into right field. McQuillan is there, makes the catch. Runner tags at second. The throw comes in. It is off the mark just by a little bit. But there are now 2 outs here in the top of the fourth with a runner on third. Tyler Adams will step up now. Runner on third with 2 outs. He is 1 for 2 today with a single his last time up. And he goes after the first pitch, fouls it straight back and out of play for strike 1. Upper corner, strike 2, 0-2. Outside corner, call strike 3. Spence gets him looking for the third and final out. No harm, no foul on the E9 as the Pacers get out of it without any damage, still trailing 2-1, going to the bottom of the fourth. Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Pacers, the second baseman, number 1, Philip Watcher. And welcome back, folks. Bottom of the fourth inning getting underway. Pacers trailing the Rail Splitters 2-1 as Philip Watcher watches the first pitch go by for ball 1. Goes after the second pitch and sends it foul for a strike. Swing and a miss. Got him to go after an off-speed pitch. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first is there with plenty of time, and Watcher down for the first out. The left fielder, number 32, Alex Mills. So now Alex Mills will dig in with 1 out. And he goes after the first pitch and sends it up the middle for a base hit. He's now 1 for 2 on the day. The first baseman, number 30, Connor Durden. Well, now we'll see Connor Durden come to the plate. Runner on first and 1 out. He struck out his first time up. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. This is outside, 2-0. Check throw to first, not in time. That was very close to being a balk there on Elliott. Fortunately for the Pacers and for Mills, he was able to get back in time. Check swing from Durden. Either he went around or it was in the zone. Either way, it's 2-1. The 2-1. Low and away for a ball, 3-1. Good hitters count for Connor Durden, who's proven his last 2 years that he can be a dangerous hitter. We'll see if that's carried over into year 3. Or should I say into a third consecutive year. Here's another check throw to first. Ball gets away, but it's not far enough as Salvi catches up to it in time. That's a very dangerous pickoff move, and it's just ever so slightly towing the line of being a balk. But when you're a lefty like that, you can the deception is a lot bigger. 3-1 is a soft pop-up to short. Rios is there, and he will make the catch for the second out. Now batting the designated hitter, number 20, Blake Bottomley. The Blake Bottomley up to bat. Bottomley is 1 for 1 today. Singled his last time up. Runner goes. The throw to second is not in time. A stolen base for Alex Mills. And that puts a runner in scoring position. I feel like the timing of the throw was just right. It was in the right spot, but I guess Stuckey did not apply the tag. Pitch was in there for a strike, however, on Bottomley. And he sends that one out into right field. On the track, at the wall, it is off the wall. Run will score. Bottomley heads in for second. It's an RBI double for Blake Bottomley, and the Pacers have tied it up at 2 here in the fourth. Now batting the catcher, number 16, Luke Liesenring. An RBI double from Bottomley ties the score, and we still have a runner on second with 2 outs for the Pacer catcher, Luke Liesenring. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, strike 1. The 0-1 misses inside, 1-1. One on its way. Another swing and a miss from Liesenring, 1-2. Last time up, Liesenring grounded into a double play, so he's 0-1 on the day. Went with the same spot. This time, Liesenring able to lay off of it, 2-2. Count is even. Popped up foul territory. And that one will end up in the picnic area again. Count stays frozen at 2-2. Runner still on second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning of a 2-2 ball game. Twos are wild, as they say. Misses high, full count to the Pacer catcher. The 3-2, high and outside, ball 4. Liesenring draws the walk to extend the inning. And Chandler Rogers will come up to bat, but before that, a little meeting on the mound. So we'll take a very short break and be right back as soon as it concludes. So the meeting concludes, and we'll get right back to it. Rogers at the plate, runners at first and second with 2 outs. Rogers 0 for 1 today. First pitch inside corner, call strike one. Right back at Elliott, who snags it and fires it over to first. Great defensive play from the pitcher to end the threat. But the Pacers have tied the ball game up at 2 as we move on to the top of the 5th inning, all tied up. Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Rail Splitters, the first baseman, number 27, Chris Salvi. And welcome back to USC Aiken Baseball, sponsored by the South Carolina Education Lottery. When you play the South Carolina Education Lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. Mitch Spence deals the first pitch to the first baseman, Chris Salvi, for strike one. We are in the top of the 5th inning of a 2-2 ball game between the Rail Splitters and the Pacers. Swing and a miss. Count moves to 0-2. Salvi is 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored a run and reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Slow ground ball. That rolls back into fair territory. Spence picks it up and applies the tag for the first out. That is why you always stay with the play, no matter what. Textbook baseball right there. The designated hitter, number 5, Nate Stinson. So Nate Stinson will come up to bat. He is 2 for 2 with a single, a double, and 2 RBIs. First pitch fouled straight back and off the framing of the stadium. A resounding gong sound throughout the area. Blown away for a ball. Evens things up at 1-1. The 1-1. Outside corner for a call strike, 1-2. Fouled off, spoils the pitch, and we will do it over. 1-2 on its way again. Right back at Spence. That goes off his thigh. It's going to roll dead, and Spence picks it up, but not in time. Granted a base hit to Nate Stinson off the pitcher. 1 on and 1 out. And they're just going to do a quick check on Mitch Spence to make sure he's okay. It looks like he'll be all right as Kenny Thomas heads back to the dugout and Spence stays in. Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Brent Ritchie. So Brent Ritchie will come up to bat, a runner on first and 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Ritchie is 1 for 2 today, reached on a fielder's choice and singled his last time up. First pitch low and away for ball 1. Curveball, very slow curveball, gets into the strike zone to even things up at 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Ritchie. Curveball check swing as he fights it off. That'll be grounded foul to spoil things. Keeps the count at 1-2. Swing and a miss. Spence gets Ritchie on strikes for the second out. The catcher, number 8, Dalton Ditas. That'll bring up the catcher, Dalton Ditas, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts today. Runner still on first. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Good fastball, bit low, check swing. The appeal says he did not go. Good call. 1-0. Curveball misses low. 2-0. That one fouled off. Goes off the shin guard of Liesenring, and he'll just trot on out to the mound. Have some words with Mitch Spence. Count 2-1 to Ditas. The 2-1 misses high and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike to the rail splitter catcher. Rounded right back to Mitch Spence, who backhands it and tosses it over to first for the 3rd and final out. Good clean inning from Mitch Spence as we move on to the bottom of the 5th, still tied at 2-2. That's fantastic. Yeah. They probably had, they just haven't gone viral yet. Who's leading off for us? Paluski. I'll leave that to you. And leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Pacers, the 3rd baseman, number 4, Trey Paluski. And we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Marcus Johnson here, thanking you for joining us on your Friday evening. Trey Paluski swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Pacers and rail splitters are tied at 2 runs apiece. Paluski is 0 for 1 today. And he goes after the next one and fouls it straight back for strike 2. Bit of history with Trey Paluski. His cousin, I believe, Alex, and our assistant AD used to, well, our assistant AD used to work with him at West Liberty when he played there, as Trey fouls that one off out of play. And also, his father was a teacher of mine at South Aiken High School. Small world. Of course, Aiken is a very small town anyway, so it's bound to happen every now and again. The 0-2 again. Lofted in to left field. Reddick is there, and he will make the catch for the first out. The right fielder, number 8, Sean McQuillan. So Sean McQuillan to the plate now. He is 0 for 1, lined out to right field his last time up. Nobody on and 1 out. Bottom of the 5th inning. And he shows bunt. And they're going to call that a ball. Thought he offered at it. He's already halfway down to first. The 1-0. Outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Slow ground ball. Left side, that's going to get through. And that should be a base hit for Sean McQuillan. It was a slow one and a tough one at that. We'll see what the official scoring is. Either way, he's aboard with 1 out for Joey Smithers. The center fielder, number 9, Joey Smithers. And they will score that a base hit for McQuillan. Runner on first and one out for Joey Smithers, who is 1 for 2 with a home run today. First pitch outside corner, call strike. And a check throw to first. McQuillan makes it back safely. The 0-1. Inside corner, off-speed pitch, 0-2. The 0-2. A hopper off the mound. This is going to be a tough one. The flip to second is not in time. Joey Smithers is aboard with a base hit. Runners on first and second for the Pacers. Still only one out. Now batting, the second baseman, number 1, Philip Watcher. The back-to-back hits on some crazy hops gives the Pacers 2 base runners for the second baseman, Philip Watcher. See if the Pacers can get something going here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch, low and inside for a ball. Looked like a good pitch, but to be fair, Watcher does not have a huge strike zone. So you have to be really precise with your throws. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Low and away, 2-1. Reaching out, Watcher gets to it, bobbled at short, no throw anywhere. An E6 will be the call, and the bases are loaded for the Pacers here in the 5th for Alex Mills. And before we get to Alex Mills, it looks like we are going to have a change in pitchers, and that will be the end of the night for Ethan Elliott. And we will be right back as soon as the new Rail Splitters pitcher is done with his warm-ups. Coming in from the Lincoln Memorial bullpen, number 32, Jake Grenis. I wanted to say was going to say that, yeah. So I'm like, just, and then you said bullpen. I'm like, we're going for bullpen.
He said bullpen for the Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking he was saying bullpen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are battle setters.
Stop messing with my head. Now batting for the Pacers, the right fielder, number 32, Alex Mills. And we are back. Alex Mills will come in to face the new pitcher. That new pitcher is number 32, Jake Grenis. Ethan Elliott going 4 1/3 innings pitched, and the runners on board are his responsibility. Well, all but one. First pitch in on Mills for a strike. Mills is 1 for 2 today with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored, and he pops that one up. Right side of the infield, that one will be caught for the second out. The first baseman, number 30, Connor Durden. So Connor Durden will dig in, bases loaded, and 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Durden is 0 for 2 today, popped out his last time up, and struck out back in the first. Looking to do some damage here if he can. First pitch misses for ball 1. Outside for a ball. 2-0. In the dirt, but blocked by Adidas. 3 balls, no strikes to Connor Durden. Now here is the question. You have bases loaded with 3 balls. And in a lot of cases, you want to throw one down the middle for the strike, for the guaranteed strike. I prefer to try to get him to chase a little bit, maybe try to brush the corner. And usually you'll get the call. Because if you end up not getting the call, 1 run is better than a lot of runs when you throw it right down the middle. We'll see what happens here. Grenis deals, and he goes outside with it. Ball 4, that walks in a run, and the Pacers take the lead. And none of these runs are earned because of the error and 2 outs. The designated hitter, number 20, Blake Bottomley. The Pacers leading now 3-2. And that first pitch is low for ball 1. Bottomley is 2 for 2 today, a single and an RBI double his last time up. And we're going to have a visit from the Lincoln Memorial dugout. It doesn't look like they're going to have a pitching change to try to calm down Grenis. So we'll take a short break. Be right back. And the visit concludes. Umpire signaling that as their second visit to the mound. A 1-0 count to Bottomley, the DH. Again, bases are still loaded with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch misses inside, 2-0. Another pitch inside, 3 balls, no strikes to Blake Bottomley. Back-to-back batters facing 3-0 counts. We'll see what the game plan is this time. Inside, ball 4, Bottomley with the walk, and the Pacers get another run. And it is now 4-2 USC Aiken. And now we're going to have another visit to the mound, and this time we will have a pitching change. So we will take a short break. Luke Liesenring due up for the Pacers, and we'll see who he will be facing fresh from the Lincoln Memorial bullpen. Batting for the Pacers, the catcher, number 16, Luke Liesenring. And welcome back, folks. Luke Liesenring coming to bat now. He is 0 for 1 today with a walk, and grounded into a double play. The new pitcher is Devin Morris coming in for Grennis, who went a third of an inning with 2 walks to his name. First pitch to Liesenring is low and away for ball 1. And the 1-0 on its way. That one finds the upper corner for a strike, 1-1. Pacers leading the Rail Splitters now 4-2 after those 2 walks in the inning. The 1-1. This is low and inside for a ball, 2-1. And a balk is called. That'll drive in a runner. And the Pacers now lead it 5-2 as Watcher steps on the plate. Well, that closes out the stat line now for Ethan Elliott. Runners now on second and third with 2 outs. Still a 2-1 count. Fouled off. Count 2-2. Two-two pitch goes off the catcher. Runner coming home. The throw to the plate is not in time. A pass ball allows Connor Durden to score, and the Pacers now lead it 6-2. Well, Liesenring hasn't had to do anything, and yet 2 runners have scored during his plate appearance. Full count. Now we're waiting on the 3-2. Pitch on its way. And that one is skied a mile in the air. Out into left field. Coming on over and making the catch is the center fielder. Hunt for the third and final out, but the Pacers get 4 as they lead the Rail Splitters now 6-2. And welcome back, folks. Top of the 6th inning getting underway. Joe Stuckey leads it off, goes after the first pitch, and sends it fouling out of play. He's facing a new pitcher. Daniel Wiggins comes into the game for Mitch Spence, who went 5 innings with 5 strikeouts, 8 hits, and only 2 runs on the day. And that one misses high and outside for a ball, 1-1. Stuckey's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout his last time up. And that pitch misses high, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Joe Stuckey goes down on strikes for the first out. The shortstop, number 2, Marco Rios. After the strikeout, we'll see Marco Rios come to the plate. 1 for 1 today with a walk and a single to his credit. First pitch from Wiggins on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase an off-speed pitch out of the zone, 0-2. Oh-2 on its way. Went to the same spot with the same pitch, but this time Rios laid off of it. 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. That one high and inside, 2-2. Two-two on its way. That one is set in the air. Foul territory right side, and that one will find the picnic area as well to keep the count even at 2-2. A one-hopper to Rogers at short. He gobbles it up and throws it over to first for the second out. The center fielder, number 20, Seth Hunt. That'll bring us back to the top of the order with Seth Hunt. 0 for 3 today. 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the 6th inning. Pacers leading the Rail Splitters 6-2. The pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Ball in the dirt, 1-2. One-two on its way. Another ground ball. Rogers comes over and gets it. Throw to first on a hop, and that one gets there in time for the third and final out. A 1-2-3 inning for Wiggins and the Pacers. We move on to the bottom of the 6th. Pacers still leading 6-2. shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers. And we move into the bottom of the 6th inning of USC Aiken baseball, sponsored by Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. First pitch is in there for a strike to Rogers, who showed bunt. Rogers is 0 for 2 today. Curveball misses outside for a ball, 1-1. Pitch is low, 2 balls, 1 strike to the Pacer shortstop. The 2-1 misses high and goes all the way to the backstop. 3 balls and 1 strike. Outside corner for a call strike, and it's a full count to Chandler Rogers. And Morris deals. Rogers sends that one foul out of play to spoil the pitch. Lined into center field for a base hit. Rogers leads off the inning with a single. And that will bring up Trey Paluski. The third baseman, number 4, Trey Paluski. And Paluski will dig in. He is 0 for 2 as well today. Runner on first with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. Check throw to first, not in time, as Rogers dives back. Another check throw to first, again, not in time. Show a bunt pulled back. So 1-0 count to Paluski. Sent on out into center field. Going back for it is Hunt, and he will make the catch for the first out. The right fielder, number 8, Sean McQuillan. So Sean McQuillan will come up to bat now. 1 out and a runner on first here in the bottom of the 6th inning. McQuillan is 1 for 2 today. Singled and came around to score his last time up. And he shows bunt and lays it down. third base side, picked up and fired to first, and not in time as Salvi was off the bag. And it looks like they want to credit that one as a hit, and they will do just that, a single, an infield single for McQuillan, and that will bring up the center fielder, Joey Smithers. Now batting, the center fielder, number 9, Joey Smithers. So Smithers comes up with runners on first and second and 1 out. 2 for 3 today with a single, a home run, and 2 runs scored. First pitch curveball falls into the zone for strike 1. And he's going to line that one at the second base. Nice grab by Stuckey. Flips it to the shortstop for the inning-ending double play. We will go on to the 7th inning as the Pacers lead the Rail Splitters 6-2. We'll be right back. Off the top of the 7th inning for the Rail Splitters, the left fielder, number 7, Will Reddick. Top of the 7th inning getting underway. Pacers and Rail Splitters, game 1 of a 3-game set. Pacers leading Lincoln Memorial 6-2 as Will Reddick digs in. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And he goes after the first pitch from Wiggins, strike 1. That one fouled off of Liesenring. 0-2. And that one is sent on out into center field. Smithers is going back for it. He's got a read on it, and he'll make the catch for the first out.
The third baseman, number 11, Tyler Adams.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Tyler Adams. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch in there for a call strike. 0-1. The 0-1. Popped up. Right side. And that one will drop in fair territory for a base hit. Everybody lost sight of it, it seemed. So that will be a base hit for Tyler Adams.
The first baseman, number 27, Chris Salvi.
Durden spotted it at the last second, but was just a little out of reach of it. Either way, it is a single for Adams and a runner on first with 1 out. Salvi, 1 for 3 today. A single, reaching out fielder's choice, and has a run scored. He goes after the first pitch and misses, though. Strike 1. The 0-1 just misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1 is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wiggins with a check throw to first. And one just to keep Adams close by. Now the 2-1. Misses inside, 3 balls, 1 strike. High and outside, ball 4. A walk to Salvi puts runners on first and second, still only 1 out.
The designated hitter, number 5, Nate Stinson.
That'll bring up Nate Stinson, who is 3 for 3 today with 2 singles, a double, and 2 RBIs. Chance to cut into the Pacer lead here with the 2 on and only 1 out. And we'll see what Daniel Wiggins can do. Here's the first pitch from Wiggins. That one is popped up again on the right side. They still can't seem to find it, and it will drop into foul territory for strike 1. Pacers having trouble finding the ball when it goes up high on the right on the first base side. Seemed to have that same problem last year. The 0-1. Ripped down the left side and fair. That's going to end up in the corner. 1 run will score. We'll see if there's more. Picked up and fired on in. And it will be an RBI double for Nate Stinson. And the Pacer lead is cut down to 6-3. So runners now on second and third for Lincoln Memorial. Pacer lead now 3 as Ritchie digs in. Brent Ritchie is 1 for 3 today with a single and a strikeout. He goes after the first pitch slider, strike 1. Grounded again down the third base side. This one will be foul, though, for a strike 0-2. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with an off-speed pitch. And down on strikes goes Ritchie for the second out.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Dalton Detus.
So now with 2 outs and runners on second and third, Dalton Detus will come to the plate. Detus 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts today. First pitch low and inside. Liesenring did a nice job keeping that in front of him, though, 1-0. Pacers have Zach Lang warming up in the bullpen, getting ready if he's needed. The 0-1. Misses outside, 1-1. I'm sorry, 2-0. Scoreboard was wrong. Curveball misses. 3 balls, no strikes, the count to Detus. Fastball in there for a strike, 3-1. Three-one pitch, outside corner, call strike, 3-2, full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the 7th inning, 6-3, Pacers lead. As Wiggins deals. High for a ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter come in. Alex Allen will pinch hit for Lincoln Memorial.
Pinch hitting for the Rail Splitters is number 21, Alex Allen.
So Alex Allen coming in for Joe Stuckey. And he goes after the first pitch and misses, strike one. The 0-1. Sent on out into right field. Well hit, coming over and making the catch is Sean McQuillan for the third and final out. The Rail Splitters leave the bases loaded. They get one, though, as we move on to the seventh inning stretch. Pacers leading 6-3. The bottom of the seventh inning for the Pacers, the second baseman, number 1, Philip Watcher. And we're back from the seventh inning stretch. Pacers leading the Rail Splitters 6-3 as Philip Watcher digs in. Watcher is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and reached on an error and came around to score. Goes after the first pitch, pops it foul behind the plate, and out of play. Curveball misses high and away. Ball 1, 1-1. Fouled straight back, 1-2. Misses high with the fastball. Evens the count up again at 2-2. Popped straight back again, and one more time it'll be out of play. Count remains frozen at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off again. Watcher spoiling another pitch. Ripped into right field. That's going to find the corner, and it goes all the way to the wall on a hop. Rogers rounds first, heading for second, and he will make it in there with a stand-up leadoff double. Sorry, Watcher, not Rogers.
Now batting the left fielder, number 32, Alex Mills.
So Philip Watcher aboard with the leadoff double. Brings up the left fielder Alex Mills, who is 1 for 3 today with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. Curveball finds the zone inside, 0-1. Misses inside this time, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Got him to go for a fastball up and away. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Alex Mills chases one. Another fastball low and away for the strikeout. And the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 30, Connor Durden.
That'll bring up Connor Durden now with 1 on and 1 out. Durden is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout, a walk which drove in a run, and a run scored. High and away on the first pitch, 1-0. Misses outside again, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider, 2-1. Popped it up behind the plate, and that'll end up out of play. Count even at 2-2. High and outside, ball 3, full count to Connor Durden. Swing and a miss. Got him with a curveball. Durden down on strikes for the second out.
The designated hitter, number 20, Blake Bottomley.
It'll bring up the DH, Blake Bottomley. Runner still on second. That runner, Philip Watcher, who had a leadoff double. But back-to-back strikeouts now bring us to 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Bottomley is 2 for 2 today with a walk, a single, and an RBI double to his name, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one right down the middle, 1-1. Misses high with a fastball, 2 balls, 1 strike. Curveball misses inside, 3 balls, 1 strike to the DH Bottomley. Outside corner for a call strike, and the count is full to Blake Bottomley. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second, bottom of the 7th inning of a 6-3 ball game. And Devin Morris ready to deal. And a swing and a miss from Bottomley will end the inning. A leadoff double is wasted as we move on to the top of the 8th. Pacers still leading the Rail Splitters 6-3. From the Pacer bullpen, number 34, Lindsey Robinson Jr. Leading off the top of the 8th inning for Lincoln Memorial, the shortstop, number 2, Marco Rios. And welcome back to USC Aiken Baseball, presented by Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue. Every dish is served with a side of Southern hospitality, so stop on in and tell them Pacers Sports sent you. New man on the mound for USC Aiken, Lindsey Robinson Jr. takes over for Daniel Wiggins to face off against Marco Rios here in the top of the 8th inning. First pitch high and inside for ball 1. Rios is 1 for 2 today with a walk and a single. 1-0 finds the zone to even things up at 1-1. And the pitching line on Daniel Wiggins. 2 innings pitched, 1 strikeout, 2 hits, and only 1 run, as he sits with a 6-3 Pacer lead. That one misses outside, 2-1. Slow ground ball to the mound. Robinson has it and tosses it over to first for the first out.
Now batting the center fielder, number 20, Seth Hunt.
So Seth Hunt will come to the plate. He is 0 for 4 today. And he fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Misses with a fastball high, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. High and outside with a fastball, count even again at 2-2. Two on its way. Misses high with another fastball, full count. Swing and a miss. That time the fastball worked. Down on strikes for the second out goes Seth Hunt. So now Will Reddick will come to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Reddick is 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. First pitch outside corner, strike 1. Good movement on that 2-seam fastball. And this one goes in the dirt, 1-1. Fouled straight back, 1-2. Hopper back to the mound off of the glove of Robinson, and he will not be able to get it to it in time to throw out the runner. So it'll be an infield single for Reddick. Runner on first with 2 outs.
The third baseman, number 11, Tyler Adams.
So Tyler Adams will come to the plate now. Runner on first and 2 outs. Adams is 2 for 4 with a single, a pair of singles, and a run scored. And that one goes off of the I was going to say off of the bat, I thought. Thought I heard a metallic sound, but they're going to say it hit him. So Adams aboard at first on the hit by pitch. So Chris Salvi will come up to bat now. He is 1 for 3 today. Reached down a fielder's choice, walked and singled, and came around to score in this game. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. And Robinson steps off the rubber for a moment. Fastball misses outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 fouled off, 1-1. Fastball misses high, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Tied him up on an inside pitch, 2-2. Pitch low and away for a ball, and another full count. This one to Chris Salvi. Runners still on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Pacers with a 6-3 lead. Thanks in no small part to a big bottom of the 5th. And that one is lined into the Pacer bullpen to do over. Turned on it just a little too early. Otherwise, that would have most certainly driven in at least 1 run. Three-two again. Fly ball into center field. Smithers drifting over. And making the catch for the 3rd and final out. We move on to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pacers still up 6-3.
catcher, number 16, Luke Liesenring.
And we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Luke Liesenring will lead it off here for the Pacers as he faces off against Hudson Widrick, and he goes after the first pitch, grounds it to second. Allen picks it up and throws it to first for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers.
So Chandler Rogers coming to the plate now. Nobody on and 1 out. Here in the 8th inning, Rogers is 1 for 3 today, singled his last time up. First pitch missing for ball 1. Pitch is in there for a call strike, 1-1. Pitch misses low and away for a ball, 2-1. That one is blasted out there into left field and deep. Going back on the track near the foul line and in foul territory, it will land just out of reach of Reddick, who overran it. Whole lot of running, but nothing amounts from it except for a strike. Count is 2-2. Misses low and away, full count to the Pacer shortstop. Chopper to short, grabbed by Rios, long throw to first, and that gets there in time for the second out. That'll bring up Trey Paluski now. 0 for 3 on the day. Nobody on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch fastball in there for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Low and away, just missed the corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Paluski. And he'll ground that one to short. Rios has it, throws to first, and gets it there in time for the third and final out. A 1-2-3 inning. Pacers go down in order. But we move on to the top of the 9th. Pacers leading 6-3, looking to close out the season opener.
changes for the Pacers. The new third baseman is number 5, Kerry Holloway. And now on the mound for USC Aiken, number 13, Henry Cartret. It would be a safe situation. Yeah, it's only 3. One full inning, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, no runs. 1 strikeout, 1 hit, no runs. Leading off the top of the 9th inning is the designated hitter, number 5, Nate Stinson.
And welcome back, folks. Top of the 9th inning coming up. Henry Cartret comes out of the Pacer bullpen looking for the save as the Pacers lead 6-3, but he has to get past the DH, Nate Stinson, to do so, who is 4 for 4, 2 doubles, 2 singles, 3 RBIs. And the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Also a new third baseman for USC Aiken. Kerry Holloway comes in for Trey Paluski to man the hot corner. So 0-1 count to Stinson. And he'll foul that one off, 0-2. Go ahead and give you the stat line while we have a chance. And Stinson's going to trade out his bat. Stat line for Lindsey Robinson Jr. He went an inning, 1 full inning, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, and no runs allowed. So Stinson has his new bat. We'll get right back to things. 0-2 count. And the pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-2. Tried to get him to chase a curveball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two is on its way, and it is a ground ball to short. Rogers gloves it and fires it to first and gets it there in time for the first out.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Brent Ritchie.
So Brent Ritchie will step up to the plate, 1 out, nobody on. Ritchie is 1 for 4 today with a single and a pair of strikeouts. He goes after the first pitch and sends it into center field. Smithers coming in, trying to catch up to it, and that's going to be out of the reach of everybody as Philip Watcher dove for it and couldn't come up with it. That'll be a base hit for Ritchie. And Lincoln Memorial not done yet.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Dalton Detus.
Runner on first for the catcher, Dalton Detus. Detus 0 for 3 with a walk today and a pair of strikeouts. First pitch on the outside corner fastball, strike 1. Same spot, same pitch, same result, 0-2. Misses low and inside with a slider. Count now 1-2. Misses again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another ground ball. Rogers has it, fires it to second for 1. The throw to first is not in time. They get the lead runner, however. Good defensive play there from Rogers and Watcher to get the second out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 21, Alex Allen.
We'll see Alex Allen come up to the plate now. Again, came in for Joe Stuckey. He lined out his first time up. And he swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Oh, 1 on its way, and that misses low for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Rail Splitters down to their last strike. One, 2 on its way. High and inside for a ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Top of the 9th inning. Pacers leading 6-3. Carteret trying to close it out and get the save to start off the year on a good note. 2-2 on its way. Fouled off will do it over. Again, the 2-2 on its way. Misses high with a fastball. Full count to Alex Allen. Nobody going in the Pacer bullpen. They're going to let Carteret close this one out. And a swing and a miss will do it. Carteret gets the save, and the Pacers take the first game of the year by a score of 6-3. Good way to start the season. The winning pitcher, Mitch Spence. The save goes to Henry Carteret. And the Pacers are 1-0 to start off the 2019 year. Pacers will be back in action at 1 o'clock tomorrow, Sunday. Sorry, 12 o'clock tomorrow they'll be back in action, and then 1 o'clock on Sunday to close out the series. However, with the game on Saturday, we will not have any streaming for you. There will be live stats, however. Or there will not be live stats. But we will be back on Sunday, 1 o'clock, for the series finale. But until then, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us, and have a good one.